If I had to explain these pieces of footage that you're seeing on your screen right now, there's only one word that I could best describe them. Traumatizing. And no, this isn't some sort of an exaggeration. I mean, sure, these screamers and jump scares did bring up some memories, but not the good ones. It's safe to assume that we all remember seeing our first jump scare or screamer. Whether that be scrolling through YouTube late at night, watching a scary movie, or even worse, having your friend showing you a funny video, to it then being the most traumatic thing you've ever experienced. And that's exactly when we start to develop trust issues. But on a serious note, in this video we're going to be looking at jump scares and screamers that traumatize Gen Z. Let's start off with a video that got me into jump scares. The Japanese tire commercial is a commercial made by the Fukuoka-based tire retailer known as Autoway. The commercial involves two men driving down a dark, snowy road. As they continue driving, you can start to see what appears to be a ghostly woman, to which she then jumps towards the car windshield. This causes the driver to quickly reverse the car and to get out of the area. In the end, the camera is pointed towards the ghostly woman holding a sign that asks if you have your winter tires, and it is shortly followed by the company's logo. Now, what made me freaked out is obviously the jump scare, but the actual woman herself, I swear, gave me the worst nightmares. I'm pretty sure it just stems back from when I first watched the Grudge movie, and if anything resembles that character, I literally can't deal with it. It's always horrified me. Whatever it is, it genuinely still freaks me out, and it's just something that's been stuck in my head ever since I was a kid. Also, let's come to the conclusion that this is the worst way to promote a company. I mean, to be fair, the commercial does give a warning, but clearly that wasn't enough. This specific jump scare has been on the internet for a while now and was one of the earliest screamers that you could prank your friends with. The person who made the flash animation, J. Bill McCarthy, posted it on his website jbill.com in February of 2002. The animation starts off showing an innocent photo of a dining room. Now the person who shows you the picture would probably ask you if there's something wrong with it or if you see anything strange. They would try their absolute best to try to convince you that something's wrong with it, to which you would then continue looking, and might even lead in towards the screen. Then all of a sudden, a black and white close-up photo of a screaming woman pops up on your screen. And this is exactly what was intended by the creator of the website. The image was taken in 1998 and was uploaded to Getty Images by photographer Gandhi Vasan, to which J. Bill McCarthy took the image and posted it on his website. Why, you might ask? Well, as stated, McCarthy explained that he created the puzzle on a whim, and the purpose behind it was to scare his girlfriend, to which he sent her the internet address and to another friend. There are many other examples of this, such as the Scary Maze game, which is something that we can all remember, and it's honestly kind of funny to see all the old Scary Maze game reaction videos. J. Bill McCarthy even made a blog post on his website explaining that someone emailed him a movie clip of his friend experiencing the puzzle for the first time. He even started to encourage people to send him more clips so that he can post them on his page. Now this one is a bit different since it started off as an urban ghost story webcomic, so it was somewhat expected that you would get freaked out, but even with the preparation, it still freaked people out. For a bit of background, in August 2011, the author Hurang published a horror digital comic that takes place in Bongcheon-Dong, Seoul in South Korea. The main character involves a student who's walking home from school late at night. They then meet a ghost lady who is looking for a baby. At this point, the student is frightened, and so they point in a random direction in hopes that the ghost will go that way and leave her alone. However, as she begins to leave, the ghost chases her, and we are shown these two animations. Now, I remember seeing the reaction videos when I was I'm pretty sure I was 12 at the time, and this was one of those cases where I was genuinely scared to do it on my own, so watching people get scared and seeing the reactions of them was honestly probably the best thing I've ever seen. Kikia was another flash animation created by an unknown user. However, it was first posted on a Taiwanese server named Kimo by NetSpooky in 2002. What made this specific screamer so prominent in his community was that it was one of the first screamers to become widely spread across multiple platforms. A website known as Scary for Kids was one of the more popular horror genre sites, as scary animations and videos were commonly posted by multiple creators and animators. And eventually, Kikia managed to make its way onto the platform in 2004. It eventually became mainstream in the Western world, but there was one specific problem. There was a mixed response to this because people weren't aware of what the text was saying in the animation, so while the purpose of it was to scare people, a ton of them were confused. Taking a quick look at the animation, it starts off showing a boy sitting on a patch of grass looking at the sky. The text translates to, "How long haven't you taken a look at the sky and daydreamed?" The scene quickly changes to the boy walking down a busy street, with the text popping up once again stating, "Walking down the street, you see," to which then a flashing picture of a ghostly figure pops up onto the screen, accompanied by a loud scream. The animation ends off with the word Kikia as the final message. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard about this jump scare since literally last night when I was doing research. Apparently a ton of people actually remember this one, so I must have been completely clueless or just out of the loop. But I'm still gonna talk about it. This jump scare video is titled Michael Jackson's Ghost Video. Just a year after his death, this proclaimed video captured Michael Jackson's ghost on camera footage. The audio engineers even managed to extract an additional layer of sound from this clip. So you already know it's gonna be legit footage, it just can't be fake. The video showcases a news anchor investigating one of his properties known as the Neverland Ranch. This was an infamous pop-up jump scare and it fooled a ton of people at first since it was broadcasted a year after his death. On top of this, the Neverland Ranch was abandoned for a bit, so in a way, it would spark some interest as people wanted to see if this was true or not. But to their surprise, they got this instead. The rocking chair video was created by Steve Zaransky, the creator of the SZ World YouTube channel, and is one of the earlier jump scare videos presented onto YouTube. This video takes place in a room with a white rocking chair in the middle. There's also a night vision filter in the original video, however, there have been some other uploaded versions that sometimes display red and white text on the black background before this. During the video, a blanket can be seen on the far right that appears to move slightly, giving the impression that this is a haunted paranormal encounter. The chair continuously rocks back and forth until the end, to which this image pops up and lets out a scream. The video ends off with white text reading www.szworld.net, which is just Steve Zaransky's website, where he posts other horror related content. On top of this, there's an alternate version created by the same creator, where the same screamer was replaced with the eyeless woman with a wide mouth. Another important era during the jump scare scenes was when YouTubers did Let's Plays on horror games. Games such as Amnesia, Slenderman, Outlast, the Resident Evil, and FNAF series, and much more were just a couple of examples. Now YouTubers such as PewDiePie, Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, and much more made this type of content explode in popularity. And because they played the games, viewers wanted to join in and have some fun. However, if you were to play it by yourself, you had to be prepared with all the jump scares. But if you didn't want to deal with that, you could just watch your favorite YouTuber play them and enjoy them getting freaked out. If I had to summarize this era, I would say it was a bit more relaxed in a way. Yes, of course it was scary if it was your first time watching it, but it was heavily enjoyable to watch, especially when your favorite creator freaked out. There were also a ton of memes being created, which definitely made it enjoyable, and honestly, it's nostalgic looking back at it. If you made it to this point of the video, I truly appreciate you for watching. So just to give you guys a heads up, October is going to be filled with content. I know it's still September, but I'm already writing down ideas for the next month. Eventually, towards the end of this month, I'm going to make a community post showcasing all the videos and when they'll be posted. So just keep that in mind. Also, I still haven't decided yet, but I'm going to be making either a Patreon or channel membership for this channel. But as of now, I'm still debating on which one I should choose. So as stated again, I'm going to make a community post later on, so just look out for that. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a great one.